In today's video, we'll be taking a look at a brand new PlayStation 4 JRPG that has been announced for a 2019 release, and this will be an exclusive title. Speaking of exclusives, the reviews for an anticipated PlayStation 4 title have come out, and they are looking very, very good. That game was also officially released today, so a lot of reason to be excited for that. On top of that, we got a brand new Diablo-style RPG coming to the PlayStation 4 in 2019, and we have some updates on Fallout 76, including what the file size is going to be, and the fact that the Day 1 patch is enormous. The entirety of the game is pretty big, so you'll want to get some hard drive space ready if you are planning on picking up Fallout 76 on the PlayStation 4. More on that at the end of this video. First, let's take a look at a brand new PlayStation 4 exclusive that has been announced, and it's Compile Heart's Arc of Alchemist, a brand new JRPG, and here is the synopsis of the story. You enter the desert in search of the key to save humanity. The great power Quinn braves for the sake of her kingdom, leads her soldiers into battle against a swath of enemy nations. One year, the king declared that he would send a large-scale investigation team to the Desert of Beginnings, and so Quinn was selected to captain this mission. Quinn gazes the ancient alchemic device, the Lunagear, within her hand. According to the legends of yore, once the Lunagear is equipped with the 4 orbs, it will unlock the great power that will save humanity. Only 1 orb resides in Quinn's Lunagear. Collecting the 4 orbs for the Lunagear, however, is a mere legend. Kind of a typical fundamental premise for a JRPG, but Compile Hearts and Idea Factory have put out some pretty good PlayStation 4 JRPGs, and it looks like this could turn out to be another one. Arc of Alchemist is scheduled to come exclusively to the PS4 sometime in the summer of 2019. Moving on from that, a PlayStation 4 exclusive that was just released today is Tetris Effect. Now, this is a game with a big emphasis on PlayStation VR. However, the game is fully playable without, and you'll want to know that the Metacritic score for this game is very, very high at an 89. It's right there, almost at a 90. It could break that 90 tier because, again, the reviews are just coming out. We've got 35 reviews for the game posted, and there are a lot of very high review scores. Destructoid gave the title a 9.5, Dark Station a 9 out of 10, Game Informer gave the game a 9 out of 10, GameSpot gave the title a 9 out of 10. IGN gave the game an 8.5, and the lowest review scores right now as of the recording of this video are 2 7s, and 7s are still pretty solid reviews. Again, the overall score is an 89. If you're even remotely a fan of Tetris, this is definitely going to be a game to check out. It's got your standard Tetris gameplay, however, with Tetsuya Mizugachi at the helm of the game, it's also got some incredible presentation and great music, so that really sets it apart from other Tetris games. And if you have PlayStation VR, the word on the street is that this game is made even better, and 89 goes to show how good this game is. Again, we'll keep you guys updated if the game does go above a 90. Moving on from that, I want to take a quick look at a brand new PlayStation 4 RPG, a Diablo-style RPG, in Warhammer Chaosbane, Captain of the Empire. The official PlayStation YouTube channel uploaded around 2.5 minutes of gameplay today, and here's a description for Warhammer Chaosbane. Quote, stand defined on the front line as Captain of the Empire, crusade across the fantasy battles universe with up to 4 friends in local and online co-op. Warhammer Chaosbane is coming to PlayStation 4 in 2019. I have to say, looking at the gameplay of the game, and it's still in relatively early stages, but it looks very good from a visual standpoint and a gameplay standpoint, your typical Diablo dungeon crawling gameplay. However, at the same token, the gameplay does seem to have a bit of depth to it, considering that Diablo does have a negative stigma attached to it right now with the announcement of Diablo Immortal. Putting out a Diablo-style game right now, I think, is a pretty good idea to capture in on that. Warhammer Chaosbane is set to release on the PlayStation 4 sometime in 2019.
One can crush any enemy, and with attacks that cause high area damage, he can stand up to enemy hordes. Valen can also taunt enemies, so they focus him and leave his allies alone. By planting banners and fighting in the area of effect, Valen and his allies can take advantage of considerable bonuses during fights. This includes bonuses to damage, armor, and immunity to crowd control. Each character also has a unique class skill. Valen uses a shield to knock back enemies and stun them. In Warhammer Chaosbane, all playable characters are aligned with a god. As a captain of the Empire, Valen worships the all-powerful Sigma, patron god of the Empire. By making offerings to your patron god, you can unlock passive skills to improve your character's abilities.
And lastly, Fallout 76 has gotten a lot of talk since the beta kicked off, and now we know the file size for the game and the fact that the day one patch is absolutely enormous. If you remember, the beta was around 45 gigabytes, and I had initially thought that 45 gigabytes would account for the majority of the game. However, that is not the case. The entirety of Fallout 76 will clock in at a whopping 96.6 gigabytes. Now, if you downloaded the beta and already have that initial install of 45 gigabytes, you'll just download the extra 54 gigabytes on top of that, so you don't need to re-download the entire 96.6 gigabytes. But with games like Red Dead Redemption 2, and now if you're getting Fallout 76 on your PlayStation 4 as well, I've been saying it for quite a while, if you are on that initial 500 gigabyte hard drive, that is just not gonna cut it anymore. If you picked up Fallout 76 and you picked up Red Dead Redemption 2, those two games together are gonna take up 40% of that hard drive space, which is insane. And do keep in mind that those games are gonna be ever evolving, ever growing. Fallout 76 is gonna get numerous updates, as is Red Dead Redemption 2, so those games are absolutely huge. Fallout 76 is, however, a game that not everyone is sold on. We'll see how the game turns out on launch. I'm still very skeptical of it. There's been a lot of issues with the beta, and Bethesda open world titles generally have a lot of issues, so now when you throw on this online component, who knows how it's going to turn out. But if you are one that is a little skeptical of the game, I wouldn't pick it up on day one. I would wait a little bit, see how the servers are running, see how the game generally is received, see what Bethesda is saying about it, because there's quite a bit of negativity attached to this game as well. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, a new PlayStation 4 exclusive JRPG, Arc of Alchemist, will be coming to the West next summer. Tetris Effect is sitting on a very impressive 89 on Metacritic right now. Warhammer Chaosbane is a brand new Diablo-style RPG, and that'll be coming to the PS4 in 2019 as well. And if you're looking to pick up Fallout 76, you better clear up some hard drive space, because it's looking to sit in at a whopping 96.6 gigabytes. That's a huge download, especially if you already cleared up a bunch of storage to make room for Red Dead Redemption 2. This is going to be another huge install. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.